This is Tom Fox. I'd like to welcome you to the newest addition to the Compliance Podcast Network, the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. Join us as we explore the latest trends from the Department of Justice, share some best practices, demystify complex compliance issues to help keep your organization doing business ethically and in compliance, and at the end of the day, more profitably. Tune in daily for your dose of compliance wisdom. Let's make compliance a little less daunting, one tip at a time. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
In compliance, the value of anonymous reporting is undeniable. But with Ethico, anonymity doesn't mean a loss of connection. Our blinded, two-way communication fosters an environment of trust and confidentiality, encouraging open and honest dialogue. It's not just about receiving reports. It's about understanding the story behind each one, creating a culture of integrity and respect. Transform your approach to anonymous reporting with Ethico. Begin your journey at ethico.com/CPN, where you can book a demo, access an exclusive white paper by Tom Fox titled The ROI of Compliance, and utilize our free ROI calculator.
Today on the Compliance Tip of the Day, I want to talk about designing compensation to operationalize compliance. One of the many areas that many companies have not paid as much attention to in their anti-corruption compliance program as they should is utilizing compensation to more fully operationalize compliance. The DOJ and SEC have long made clear that they view monetary structure for compensation, rewarding those employees who do business ethically and in compliance, as a key component of your compliance program. Literally, this was over 20 years ago, as far back as 2004 with the SEC. So what are some of the key issues in your compliance program? Number one, simplicity. The first question is your compliance incentive program simple? Keeping the compensation simple and even employing the KISS method when designing your program. If you do not do so, employees will fall back on old behaviors that worked in the past. It means instances of being a compliance champion in other areas as well. 2, alignment. The second question is whether the change of your compensation program is aligned with your company values. As a CCO or compliance practitioner, you need to posit the most important compliance goal for your entity to achieve. From there, you should determine how your compensation program should be aligned with that goal. Both the SEC and the DOJ understand the power of a compensation system. The beauty of this alignment is that it works with your sales force throughout the entire sales channel. If your sales force is employee based, then their direct compensation can be used for alignment. The third is immediacy. What is the question of the immediate impact of any compensation on the employee behavior? How do you achieve that? How do you measure that? Under immediacy, it is important that structures be put in place in a way that incentivize compliance. You can use your compliance program as an incentive. For the compliance professional, one of the biggest reasons to use compensation is to change your corporate culture to make compliance more important and indeed burn it literally into the fabric of your organization. But you must evolve your thinking as a compliance practitioner to recognize the opportunities to do so and adapt your compensation program to help fully operationalize your compliance structure, or rather your compensation structure within your compliance program on a go-forward basis. So this month's sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, including this podcast, is Ethico. Have you ever wondered about the ROI of your compliance program or had concerns with presenting budget proposals to your CFO? Well, I partnered with Ethico to write a white paper on the ROI of compliance and how you can think through compliance as an investment strategy. Ethico has put together a ROI calculator for you. Check them out on the website. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The compliance tip of the day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.